Welcome to tonight's video on section P-5, day 2. We're going to continue solving quadratic equations, this time by using your graphing calculator, so hopefully you have it nearby. The first thing you want to do is set the equation equal to 0 by moving everything over to the left-hand side. So that means we're going to add 3/4 x squared. We're going to add x, and we're going to subtract 6. So we get 3/4 x squared, 7/2 plus 1, because plus x here, is equal to 9/2. And then minus 6, 4 minus 6 gives you minus 2, equals 0. Alright, so that is our equation. So then we're going to use the calculator. Our y sub 1 is going to be the left-hand side, which is 3/4 x squared plus 9/2 x minus 2. And the right-hand side is going to be y sub 2, which is 0. Now, when we type that in our calculator, so let's do 3 divided by 4 x squared plus 9 divided by 2 x minus 2. Y sub 2 is 0. Hit enter, then graph it. Now, one thing you want to remember when you're graphing quadratic equations is to get the standard window. If you don't see what I see, you go zoom, and then number 6 is standard. And that gives you, should see what I see now, which is the standard 10 by 10 window. So the domain is negative 10 by 10, and the range is negative 10 by 10. That is the standard window. Now, one thing you would want to do is, if when you graph it, the x-intercepts, which you notice are right here and right there, are not visible, then you would adjust the window accordingly. All right, adjust the window accordingly. But in this case, the x-intercepts are both visible. So now, to find the x-intercepts, you're going to find the intersection of y equals 0, which is the x-axis, and your quadratic. So there's 2 of them. So you go second trace, intersect, enter, 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 and that gives you one of the intersections. That gives you right here, the one intercept. So it's 0.41565. So x equals 0.4165. That's one x-intercept. But notice there's 2. So the next thing you're going to do is you want to move the cursor closer to this second one. So you're going to hit trace, and then you're going to use the right or left arrow depending upon which direction. Since we have to go to the left, we're going to use the left arrow, and notice the cursor moves. You want to get it on this side of the vertex, close to there, so now you can find out what that intersection is. So you go second trace, intersect, enter, 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 and notice it gives you the next one, which is negative 6.41565. And there are your 2 x-intercepts. Those are your 2 answers. You solve the equation by graphing. All right, if there are any questions, please feel free to ask in class. And hope you guys have a good evening, and a belated happy birthday to Sydney Nebbins.